Hi guys, welcome to Player Profiles, where we talk to Philadelphia's best athletes, but not about sports. I'm Ariane Datil, and I'm here with Jordan Matthews from the Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on, Jordan?
Chilling, yo. Glad to be on set with you. It's good.
Okay, I am all about Madison, Alabama.
Okay.
It's about this big.
Very small.
And do you know the #1 Travelocity requested spot to go in your city? Please take a guess, because it's epic.
Well, I know the Big Rock is actually more on the Huntsville side of Madison, so it's not a Space and Rocket Center, is it?
But that is #3.
That's #3? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. It's not my high school, because that's even smaller. So I can't think, I don't know what it is.
Public library.
The public library?
Is it that special?
That's how I got to Vanderbilt. See, that's how it all works out. Education, that's the main thing. Because there ain't too many places to go out and have fun, so you better get your butt in the public library if you're trying to make something of yourself.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's cool. I think it's a great place to grow up. It kind of like made me who I am. Just, not a lot of people, but it's a very growing city. Mm-hmm. And most of the people in there, the population, extremely educated.
Okay.
And both my parents were big on education, so I think me growing up around that atmosphere kind of made me who I am, so I was thankful for it. The interesting fact about my family is all of us are in Greek organizations. So dad's in Kappa, mom's in Delta, and me and my brother are both legacies. We're both men of Kappa Alpha Psi.
And we just so happen to know that we are both #6.
Exactly.
And tails.
And tails.
And had the best experience ever.
So we're winning, basically.
Basically. Okay, so did that bond you and your brother and your dad even more than just being family?
Yeah, it did actually. The crazy thing was, though, even though I was the youngest one, I had deference over my brother because I actually crossed first. So, that whole experience was kind of weird because when I came back home that summer after crossing, me and my dad were talking over my brother's head a lot. Oh. He was like, I'm not having this anymore. So then Mississippi State got a line. He was like, I'm getting on it. And so he was able to go through the process, finish, and now it's the best thing ever because now as a whole and as a family, we just sit around and talk about being Greek and the different things about organizations. It's always just a great thing that kind of bonds us.
My mother always wanted to be a Delta, and she was so happy when I was that she bought me all of the pro fight gear, not knowing that pro fight gear and neo gear is totally different. Yep. Did your parents bring you everything when you crossed?
Yeah, my dad brought me so much stuff. And then, the crazy thing was, after he gave it to me, I was able to pass that stuff down to my brother. Wow. But probably the biggest thing that he gave me, though, was he had gone to Conclave that year, and he got a cane with all of our 10 founders on it. And then when he handed that to me after I crossed, that was a huge thing for me. Yeah. So being able to get that from my father, and that being the main reason I wanted to join the fraternity in the first place, that kind of moment I think was big for a father and a son to have.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, I wish I had that. Okay, tell me about the transition to Philadelphia and what's so different. I know there's a lot, but what is so different to you about Philadelphia than living in Alabama?
Got you. Okay, so no sports, right? So we can throw that out the window. So just Philadelphia as a whole, the biggest thing, honestly, was just like, when you go places in the South, it's so easy to transition from place to place, go to this parking lot, park, go eat, get back in your car, leave. Like, I got so many parking tickets my first week, I think my whole rookie signing bonus is gone. Like, it was terrible. So I had to get used to, like, okay, I gotta learn, like, where to park, the right times to use Uber. I had to just really learn the city. But, there's like this stigma sometimes down south that people up north aren't as nice, but I've had no problems with people in Philadelphia. I think everybody here has been extremely cordial, really nice. They say it's a city of brotherly love, so I've definitely felt that.
Oh, good.
So I've really enjoyed it. Every time I've been able to go, out on the town and be around the people of Philadelphia, they've treated me extremely kind. So I can't wait to just continue, living here. I think it's a really fun place to live.
I love that you said that. I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised, like the Fresh Prince. And where's your favorite place to hang out here?
Favorite place to hang out? That's tough.
It could be food, it could be hanging out with your guys.
Okay, the crazy thing is one of my teammates actually owns a restaurant here in Old City. It's called Prime Stash, and everybody knows Brent Seller.
It's so good.
So good, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's great because it's like this perfect mix. It's kind of like a little bit like a bar, but the food's extremely good. So you don't even know how to dress when you go, but it's just like a nice chill spot. So what we started doing last year was, as a rookie when you come in, there's so many bullets flying, so many things you have to get used to. So we needed a time and a day to just decompress from football. So me and some of the rookies, we started always going to Prime Stash on our off day. So every Monday at 7:30 we would go and eat at Prime Stash and watch Monday Night Football and just kick it. And then now whenever people come from out of town to come visit me, I'm always like, yup, you gotta go to Prime Stash, y'all love it. It's just a really nice place to go. So if anybody's looking for somewhere to go eat, I definitely recommend Prime Stash.
Do it is absolutely phenomenal.
Meatloaf, get the meatloaf or the turkey burger, both are good.
And the mixologists are like top
amazing
mixologists. I love that you said that. Okay, so you have the public library in Madison as your place to go. What do you think ours is?
In Philadelphia. Oh man, you know I can't say the link because we're not talking football, but that's always the top of my list. But you know, I don't know. You give me a recommendation. What do you think?
Well, okay, so me, I thought that it would be somewhere downtown, like City Hall.
Okay.
No, it is all the way up the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, and it's the Art Museum.
True. Oh, and is that the Rocky Steps?
Yes.
The Rocky Steps. Yeah.
Have you ever run that?
We did. We ran that the first time we got here. They took all of us on a tour, and so we got to go to the Rocky Steps. And another crazy story about the Rocky Steps.
Okay.
I went to Maine, America last year,
and
I'm a huge Kanye West fan. So I was backstage for Kanye's thing, but you know they're like really protective of Kanye. But I literally sat on the Rocky Steps for like an hour, just sitting there waiting to hopefully meet Kanye. But they rushed him like up to stage so he could perform. So I'm sitting there. Kind of bummed. All of a sudden, Kim Kardashian and her sister walked right by me.
Which one?
I think it was Kylie. I think it was Kylie. I don't know, but I know for sure it was the wifey though. I saw the wifey, so I was like, "Oh, it's crazy." Then, so once they end up walking in the front to go watch Kanye perform, you know, I walk around to go watch perform. Then all of a sudden, Jay-Z walks right beside me to go watch his boy perform, and then I'm like vibing to, you know, he's doing his thing on set. And I hear this familiar voice that I've heard to my left. I turn to my left, it's J. Cole. And at that point, I'm like, no, like, this is crazy. So basically, the Rocky Steps brought me, J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Kim Kardashian all together. They don't know it, but I know it. So
but you know it.
Yeah.
I heard that you have a special memorabilia piece from Mr. Kanye West.
Yeah, I do. Crazy story. I actually got his microphone when I was in and it was the first time I ever got the chance to go to one of his concerts. So it was my senior year. It was in Nashville, Tennessee. So it was my senior year at Vanderbilt, and it was around Thanksgiving. He came there to perform for his Jesus tour, and he's there performing. And I got like right by the stage, like I'm right there, you know, front row. And so it's his last song. He's performing Bound to, because like the most popular song on his last CD. And then if you know the song, there's this part at the end where he goes like, Jerome's in the house, watch him out. So before he gets to that point, I've been vibing the whole time. I'm going crazy. It's kind of embarrassing, yeah. Whenever I tell people a story like, oh, do he know you? I'm like, no, he had no idea.
Really?
I was just a regular person in the crowd going crazy. But real recognized real. He knew I was going harder than everybody else in there. So he walks over, and then he kind of makes eye contact with me, and I'm just like, no way. And he says, here, you can do it. And I'm like, what? So I grab the mic from Kanye, I do the part in the song. It's just me, my voice, Bridgestone Arena, and literally Kanye's just looking at me like vibing, jamming. And then I get done, I'm like, really like, Kanye, you want your mic back? He says, nah, bro, you keep it. And that was the end of the concert. I can't make this stuff up. And it's at my house in Alabama right now. I tell my mom to make sure it's upstairs every single day. Like, if anybody takes that, they're done. That is the best story ever. Crazy, right? Oh my god. First time ever going to a Kanye West concert, got a mic, so yeah. Shout out to Kanye for being the best person in the world. Ever, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being with us. No problem. Okay, so I couldn't let you leave without obviously giving you a gift, so. Because you're a gentleman. What better gift to give than some music? So there's 808 and Heartbreaks by Kanye West, so there you go. So no problem. Oh. Thank you for watching My New Philly, where something's always new and everything's always Philly.